Alright, so we've just come down to AxenTak to come check out the rig. We've got all the bash bars done. Nice little low boy for the back with a jack and point. Look at them welds, baby. Also got them to the front. Turning it on Mad Max style. We'll end up attaching the splitter to the bottom of these tabs. And should look pretty gangster. Much love to Ezra and Gerks and the boys. Thanks for getting shit done. And while we're here, I'll show you around the shop. There's going to be some serious business. Little tube rear end going to happen shortly. Front's underway. So as you can see, these boys can tackle any sort of fabrication job you need. If you want anything done, just hit them up. I'm sure they'll meet any standards. Time to load her up and get her back home. Peace. Okay, so we've just come back from AxenTak, the car back to Goodyear. The bash bars are done, look absolutely killer. Really happy with them. So on today's agenda, what we're going to do is we're going to get them in undercoat, try and get them in gloss black as well by the end of the day. We'll see how we go. But we're also going to be using this wood. Time for splitters, baby. See how we go. I'm just getting proof that you actually do help. So this is what we're going to be using to primer up. A bit of Diamark grey primer. With some corrosion barrier. Doing good shape. Got the Mizo applying it for us. So there we go. Right, so while she's doing that, come with me, let's make some splitters. Trying to get an approximate idea here of how much overhang I want. I think 35, 40 mil is going to be the perfect amount, and then we might come out to, I don't know, 60 to 80 around the front here, and then back around the other side. So for now, we'll get the front bar off. I'll drop it on the wood, and we'll get some measurements done and trace up and go from there. So what I've done is, because I'm going a 60mm lip up the front here, I measured 60mm from the back, either sides, but also did 40mm in, so we've got that side lip there. If it's too big, I'll chop it down. So we've moved the front bar to get that lip. Now we can push it back to that edge. So that's our lip there. Yeah, we might need to go a bit smaller than 40mm to make it sort of even. We'll have a play around and see how we go. Okay, so I've had a bit of fun, only to realise that I've had to do some minor adjustments because of how banged up my bar is here. It sticks out another, what, sort of 15-20mm than what the bar should. Alright, so I'm going to go with this line here. That should be similar to what I need. I'm going to give it a rough cut this side, cut it out properly this side, and then make a cardboard cutout to say go about to here all the way back, so we can match this whole line and shape 100%. So then when I get a new bar, it'll just line up straight away and we won't have any dramas with that. So in the meantime, the missus has been painting away. Almost finished the undercoat. Give it one more full spray and it should be done and ready for some black. And it should be looking pretty sweet from then. Makeshift little table here. Got the jigsaw. Okay, so there we have our very rough cut splitter. So it even went a little bit over here, and I'll just get it down with the grinder, or the belt sander, so I can get it right where I want it, and go from there. Let's give her a test for today and see how she looks. Alright, not too shabby I think. It'll meet up well with the front wheels. Then I'll carry along, do some splitters down the side skirts and also on the rear bar. And now it's just get it positioned where I want, how far it's sitting out either side. And we'll see where the tabs are. mark out the tabs and see how we can get it mounted. Okay, so I've taken the bash bar off. Just before I did some quick little guess measurements with the grey lead, if you can see there. Now what I'm going to do is I will drill into one of these and one of these, get it mounted, put it back on the car, put the bar on, and see how that looks. And if that's all good, then we'll keep going and drill the rest and mount her up. See how we do it. Okay, so we'll start with the pilot hole first, just a small little drill bit. Actually, before I do that, I'll go get a hole punch. loosely up for the minute. Alright, we'll throw her back on and see how she looks. First shot. Alright, so here's the first look at the splitter. As you can see, it's not bad inside. And where the front bar goes out, which is a bit shallow, but once we get it into the paint shop and Storms fixes this bar, it's going to be all lined up perfectly, so really happy with that. Now I'll take her home, get her on the belt sander, smooth out all the edges, and even give it a rolled sort of lip and the same back here, and give her a coat of paint and slap her back together. Okay, so splitter's on, looking pretty good, I think. Once she gets a coat of black, she'll look pretty on point. Then we'll end up matching that down the car on the side skirts and then on the rear bar. In the meantime, Mrs. has finished priming up the rear bash bar. Come up pretty mint. I smashed the black can nib, so I'll have to go replace that and get a new one before we can get some paint on these, but we'll leave that for today. Come back tomorrow and start finishing up. Peace out. Okay, so I've got all the first little pilot holes done. There's some little bolts in there just to make sure it doesn't move. Now I'll do the other ones with centre punch there, and then we'll start stepping it up to get some probably 12 or 14 mil hardware in here so she's nice and solid and doesn't get ripped off. Well, let's get into it. Made them 10 mil longer than what they need to be, so once I get them up in the car I can cut them to length. We're going to start with a 30 mil poke, have a look at, see how that looks with the front bar splitter, and go from there really. So there we have it. It's 30 mil at the back and then kicks into about 25 mil here. And once we get the front one back on and get this rear one done, they should come together well. So we'll get going on this rear one and see how it turns out. Right, so I've just dotted 30 mil around the bar. Now I'm just lining it up and then we'll get to cutting. Alright, so got them roughly cut out. At the moment, got a 30 mil overhang. And we'll clean up those edges. Unfortunately left me belt sander and circular saw at home, so I'll just take it back home and finish her off. Then come back in tomorrow and attach it all. Should be all painted by then too, hopefully, depending on the weather. Right. Maybe I'll just throw the bar quickly. Still a little love to be made to it. We'll trim up this edge, make sure that's 30 mil all the way around. But all in all, pretty happy. And we'll trim it up here so it clears the exhaust. We might even have to trim it back a bit just so she don't catch fire. Well, let's go see how the this is going. Solid clap represent. Got a batch bar coming along really nicely. Look at that can control. Alright, so today we'll clean up all the splitters, give them a little sand so we get right down to that black line, make sure it's nice and even. And then we'll do it to the rest and get them on the car. Let's get into it. Safety first. So to start off with, I've just got an old sanding belt, just to make sure we don't rip it in too hard, and if it's not enough, we'll get a new one on there and go in. So it's basically got us down to that black line. Just got a little bit here, which might leave as is for the minute. Give it a rounded edge, and then pair it up to the other one and see how it works. Yeah, so I definitely think using the an old one's the go. It doesn't rip into it too quick, and you can just keep going over very finely. But giving it a rolled edge, it's going to be the inner edge on the splitter on the rear, so you're not going to see that, but I'll just sort of clean it up anyway. Sort of roll the edge all the way along here and around there. So yeah, it should be pretty good. And we'll do it to the rest of them. Yeah. Alright, so side skirt splitters have been cut. Now we'll get on with the belt sander, give them the rough edge, or round edge I should say, just like we have here. And then we're just about ready to fold everything up. Let's get into it. So we've got the splitters all finally painted up. Here they are. Got the front splitter, two side skirt splitters. And then we've got the rear bar splitters here. Pretty happy with how they come up, but unfortunately the car has gone to the paint shop, so I won't be able to show you how I'm going to mount up the splitters in the rear bar. But all I'm going to do is use some Tech screws and a bit of wood glue or whatever, and attach them with that. So you'll see that when I get the car back. But for now, we'll just leave it at that. And if you're liking these vlogs, feel free to like, comment, subscribe. It all helps, gets the algorithm going for YouTube. Alright, until then, for the next one, see you later guys. Peace.